Hi, it's Vernon here. Good morning. The research that has been undertaken by many august bodies, like the American Institute of Stress, they confirm that stress is a really, really major issue. It's a crisis that's much greater than any pandemic we've ever seen. The costs are astronomical. The estimates are that on the global economy level, it's well over $1 trillion in productivity lost time. And if we look at the health costs, and those are just the ones that are reported, it's over 200 billion a year in the US and about 30 billion a year in the UK. But as I say, these numbers are understated. And they're understated because stress is a major cause of illness. And here's why. When up to probably about 100 years ago, we lived a very active life. We were very physical. Children would go out to play. Adults would be very involved in very physical activities. And so when a threat came along and the body reacted to that threat by releasing a cocktail of hormones, which include, of course, cortisol and adrenaline and various others, it was able to dispel those through activity. Well, today we're largely a sedentary society. So when a threat, and by threat I mean anything that causes us some level of anxiety. So when that happens, again, the same physical reaction takes place inside the body, which is we release cortisol, which is called the stress hormone, and adrenaline. But unlike in previous times, we have no way of releasing it. It stays in the body and it's toxic. Now, the research from the medical profession is increasingly showing that stress is responsible for many, many diseases. The obvious ones would be high blood pressure, heart disease, but stomach problems, all kinds of gastrointestinal problems, IBS, and of course, lack of sleep. Insomnia is caused by stress as the mind is working through all the time. Our self-talk, this unwelcome guest we can never get rid of, is constantly working through, worrying about this, worrying about that. And the net result of all that is that we are suffering increasing amounts of disease, even cancer, because of stress. So it's a very serious issue. Obviously, if governments want to reduce their costs and want to get people back to work, then maybe they should spend a bit of time on helping people to understand stress. All we can do at Improve My World is to provide some guidance. Our book, Living Stress-Free, by Mastering the Real Causes of Stress, explain what's happening, why it's happening, and then go through a systematic process of dealing with it. And even if you only get through half of what the recommendations are, you'll live a much, much happier life. Have a lovely day.